Do you support or oppose the San Bernardino city ban on medical marijuana dispensaries, and why?
Yeah. You know, every community makes decisions in terms, government is about the ability of people to come together and make laws and decisions in terms of what they want as a community, as a people. We always talk about rights, and yes, in our country we have rights, but we also have duties. We like talking about the rights we have. Well, the fact of the matter is, for every right, we also have certain duties as well. And in a democracy, yes, we have a right to be heard, we have a right to vote, we have a right to participate in a public process, but we also have a duty to respect the decisions that are made through that political process. As it stands right now, as a community, we have decided that this is not something we want. And this is where I was getting to this point about your personal versus your public. Personally, I'm somebody that believes, if it doesn't hurt me, I shouldn't care what other people do with their lives. If it doesn't directly affect me, why should I care? That's my personal opinion. As a public official, however, that doesn't matter. Your personal views do not matter when you are sitting in public office. You now represent the perspective of the community, the decisions made through our political process. And despite what you might think personally, you have to respect what we have decided publicly. And as a community, we have decided that these dispensaries are something we don't want. And as I have gone around over the last few months speaking to individuals consistently, I'm hearing that. Now, we have a process to change that. If individuals think that that is too intrusive or too restrictive, then we have a political process, and it is your job to go out in the community and explain why it's a good idea to have these dispensaries. And if you think it is a good idea, we have a political process in which you can express that, and your job is to convince the public. But we shouldn't get to the point where we say, well, I'm right, you're wrong, my decision stands, I have rights, and my rights trump whatever you decide. That's not the way our system works. I mean, it shouldn't work that way. We should be able to come together, make decisions, work to persuade each other, And I have yet to hear the other side of the argument that says, this needs to be done and this is why, other than, well, I just have the right to do it. Yeah, you have rights to do lots of things. But we also have laws and we have ordinances, and that's part of our political system. So in addition to the rights, we have a duty to respect the political will of our community, and as of right now, that is the political will. If we wish to change that, there's a process to do that, and it can be done. But as it stands right now, the vast majority of individuals in this community have said this is something we don't want. And as a public official, though personally I might say, well, if it doesn't bother me, I have to respect the will of the community, and as a public official, respect that decision that's been made.